Everybody home. Всем привет, с вами Сабо. И это Deus Ex Mankind Divided через GeForce Now. Хочу попробовать на ультра настройках показать на канале, как же выглядит замечательная история Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Пожалуйста, кто помнит, как звать главного героя? Алан? Как звать главного героя? Давай. 2016 года, представляете вы? А Human Revolution еще раньше. 15. Короче, раньше. Human Revolution вообще бомба. Mankind Divided, он по графике крутой, но я его не проходил. А Human Revolution тоже пару серий. Но он интересный. Разных. Как было бы неплохо найти. В принципе, заново. Джейсон Аклс. Помню, Дженсен. Парис.
Nice work with the train, Chang, but we got another problem. A bomb scare. Can't get into Tarvos until it's resolved.
I've been to that office before. They're in the middle of building an access area connected to the station.
I'll be breaking into the offices of a security company. Think they'll thank me for identifying flaws in their defenses?
Yeah, probably not. The Tarvos officer had a high-tech device on him, the kind you'd need a lieutenant's blessing to use.
I'll speak to the lieutenant here, see what he knows.
Через стенку их валит, бля. Через стенку выносит. Эйдес Монреаль. Разраб, кстати. Deus Human Revolution Recap Video. Deus Mankind Divided on the Trailer. Mechanical Benchmark. Human Revolution Recap Video.
The year was 2027. Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit, at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job. Said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them, but their leader tossed me through a plate glass wall. Last thing I heard as his bullets slammed into my brain was Megan's dying scream. I should have died with her. Only I didn't. High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. It took me half a year to get a feel for her. Should have taken longer. But 6 months into my recovery, Sarif Industries was attacked again. This time, by a radical group of pro-human purists. Violent, militant, and fanatically opposed to human augmentation. They claimed to be members of Humanity Front, a non-profit organization that wanted the UN to limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Sarif's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me to retrieve it, and when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The AUG killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the AUG's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Op mercenaries were there. The same mercs who'd left me for dead 6 months before. Figured they'd try again when they saw me. It wasn't so easy for them this time. I took out the tank named Barrett, even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China. Of course, we both knew it would be a trap in the end. Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Sarif Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped me in the lower city, close to the penthouse Barrett had told me about. Bell Tower Associates, a private security firm under contract to the Chinese government, had agents tossing the suite when I arrived. Just not for the reason I'd been expecting. Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen. The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the AUG in Sarif's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the Triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman who hired him. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Sarif Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers made it look like they were dead. Desperate to learn more, I confronted Zhao in her penthouse. She claimed to be a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim. Then she slipped into a panic room and hit the alarm, forcing me to make a very quick exit. I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense. David Sarif had been worried about his people. So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPOs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack. But Zhao said a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, had turned those signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn more. Eliza Cassan, Picus Communications' First Lady of News. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she's just been following her commands. I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The mercs were led by an augmented killer I'd crossed paths with twice before. Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex, then jumped me from behind. A deadly fight ensued. I made sure she never moved silently again. With Fedorova down and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus's First Lady of News wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Sarif if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities, and the UN was being urged to intervene. Sarif was trying hard to convince Hugh Darrow, the inventor-turned-philanthropist who'd once been a leading proponent of enhancement technologies, to help stop a possible regulatory vote. Sarif had a lot riding on Darrow. Megan's discovery would have given millions of people the chance to evolve beyond their normal human abilities, and at the same time catapulted Sarif Industries to the top of the Fortune 500. According to Sarif, Megan's kidnappers knew this, and didn't want people evolving unless they controlled how it was done. He called his enemies Illuminati, and urged me to keep searching. Determined to do so, I tracked down Sandoval via America's most outspoken augmentation opponent, Bill Taggart, Sandoval's boss and founder of Humanity Front. Sandoval admitted to operating on Megan's team when I confronted him, but said he hadn't removed their GPLs. He'd merely switched them to a different frequency. Pritchard was able to trace one of the signals to China. Malik and I immediately took off in pursuit. Unfortunately, the Illuminati were one step ahead. Ambushed. Shot out of the sky by Bell Tower Associates, seconds after entering Hengsha's airspace. Malik's piloting skills saved me. After a tense and bitter struggle, I escaped into Lower Hengsha. The tracking signal I was following led straight to the Triads, or more specifically, to the augmented arm of Tong Si-hung, leader of a gang of augmentation harvesters. Tong said they'd taken the arm off a corpse, which Bell Tower had left at their door, meaning at least one of Sarif's scientists was dead. Maybe not the rest of them, though. Tong pointed me to a port used for human trafficking and helped me slip aboard a Bell Tower ship. We were sailing to Rifleman Bank Station, a military base in the South China Sea. Bell Tower was holding kidnapped civilians as prisoners there, and using them to perfect the Hyron project, a human-computer interface that left most of its test subjects dead. My search for Megan would have ended then, if not for a mysterious ally named Quinn. In exchange for my help exposing Bell Tower, he slipped me aboard a second ship headed to Singapore and an Illuminati-run biotech facility called Omega Ranch. 3 of Seraph's scientists were there, forced by their captors to create a technology capable of remotely shutting down augmented abilities. Thanks to an emergency recall notice issued by the World Health Organization, millions of people all over the world already had the biochip installed. With the help of the scientists, I tracked Megan to a private section of the ranch. There, I ran into Yaron Namir, the walking tank who'd put a bullet in my brain the first time we met. He'd teamed up with Zhao and was hoping to catch me off guard. But their little ambush didn't work. I found Megan in a suite belonging to Hugh Darrow, the billionaire philanthropist who Seraph had called on for help. Darrow had convinced her to go along with the biochip plan by promising to sabotage the tech. As she was explaining this, Darrow appeared in a global broadcast, telling the world that augmentations would be the death of mankind. Then he activated the biochips to prove his point. All over the world, augmented people flew into a killing frenzy. Darrow had betrayed everyone, and it was up to me to set things right. To do it, I had to reach Panchaea, a massive installation in the Arctic Ocean. As I raced through corridors built by an all-augmented workforce, I saw death and destruction firsthand. By the time I shut down Darrow's broadcast, I knew the damage he'd done. Still, humanity's future remained unclear. How would the world react to this sabotage? Would people ever regain their faith in augmentations again? What would be the Illuminati's next move? Only time could give us the answers.
И вот дела. Весь сюжет Deus Ex Human Revolution за сколько? 17 минут. 15. Так, ну что, начинаем новую историю Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Окей. Давай. Give me a story. Я это видел уже. Только что мы смотрели. Да, мы это только что. Square Enix представляет Eidos Montreal.
I once thought I could save the world. Now look at it.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are you?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen! Am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you. Listen up, all of you. We got a sandstorm barreling down our arse and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
And he's come out of hiding? That cannot be good.
It's not. He's selling weapons and military-grade augments to terrorists. This is Aran Singh, the undercover agent who lured Shepard out of his hole. Best you see Interpol's got. For 3 years he's worked hard to get in tight with the Jinn, an Iraqi smuggling cartel that's infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week, our arms dealer sent a message to the Jinn, offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle the buy.
They're not gonna like it when Interpol disrupts that party. Is Singh's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And no one, except for some homeless junkies, have been inside the place ever since.
So what's the plan, Director?
Singh's meeting Shepard on the ground floor, inside the hotel's main atrium. He sent the bulk of his Jinn crew to the penthouse levels to secure a vantage point. I want McCready's team to take up positions overlooking the atrium and make the arrest. Jensen, you're going in solo from the roof.
My objectives?
Keep the Jinn from joining the party. As far as we can tell, only one route connects the atrium to the penthouse level, a halfway decent elevator shaft. Here. I want you to block access to it.
Fine. Just cut me loose.
Do you plan on relying solely on your augments for this one? I'd recommend taking a little hardware, just to be sure.
Летал.
I'm not leaving my 6 exposed. Give me something lethal.
Your call, but Singh's undercover in all this.
So watch your fucking sights.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone in there. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
I'll keep an eye out for it. But aren't we on the clock here? You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this mission at the very last minute. So we're scrambling a little. If it comes to it, your #1 priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your heavy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Дубай,
Task
2029.
Force Actual. This is Knife Leader. Engage Hush drives and descend to Angels 1-5.
Ты. Вау. Hey.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block is at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be the easiest one.
Roger that.
McCready will advise once his team is on the ground. Miller out.
Hey, son. Ваня, привет. А как использовать, если у него искусственный базар? Да, у него там эти... По-моему, у него линзы там. Мне нравится, как он через стенку их выносит, блин. Ну, если есть за стенкой челик, он его через стенку-то... Вот так он выглядит.
Jensen, we're moving through. Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Gen have got a few Jennies up and running. We're gonna have to hack keypads.
You should enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
Прикольно, прикольно. Ваня играл в Deus Ex. Human Revolution еще есть. Human Revolution тоже классно, я тоже хочу в него поиграть. Mankind Divided я решил попробовать через сервис. В принципе, Human Revolution я... думаю, можно. Оба, смотри. Лечилка. Lexin Silengers. А вот, Smart Visions. F3. А, вот так. F3. Ух ты, смотри. Вот тебе его и очки. Smart Vision. Смотри, сейчас стенку разобьет. мне пройти дальше? Ух ты, смотри, какой у него инвентарь. Вот его глаза, ты спрашивал. Стелс аватар, Smart Vision, Retinal Cross Faces. Его просто встроенные там вот эти все. Импланты. Cybernetic Weapon. Вот это классно. Икарус Лендинг. Big Silver Reflex Booster. Тифон. О, Тифон — сильное оружие. Прикольно. Прикольно, мне нравится, как сделано. Это же такое. Мультитул. А, это можно крафтить. Биоцел. Это как миссия называется? Main Mission. Карта. Карта есть. Документы. Оружка. Землю. Вот такая у меня винтовка. FR-27 SFV. Ее еще можно кастомизировать. Прикинь. Ее можно улучшать. Прикольно. Классно. Комбат райф. А теперь мне как назад. Как мне сюда пройти? проблем. Просто... Просто вперед надо было зайти. Вот олень.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Damn squatters. I think
احنا ما بدنا احد تاني يحط هذه العملية في خطر قبل ما يصل تاجر الأسلحة.
I'll do another sweep in the area, just to make sure.
علمني إذا أي شيء يتبين. العاصفة راح تكون هان عن قريب.
Ой, завален.
ايش بتعمل هذا؟
Самый первый фильм про динозавров был снят в 1920 году. Сюжет был просто: дети угнали самолет, летели на Луну, где увидели динозавров. Ха! Нормально. Мне нравится парк юрского периода. Этих. динозавров вспомнил. Не знаю, ну, самый любимый это юрский период. Юрасик. Юрский парк. Парк юрского периода.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Ломали.
Jensen, Mac, listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big, and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
Немножко непривычно. В 1925 году был фильм «Затерянный мир» черно-белым, в нем простые динозавры анимировали по кадрам. В 1930-м Кинг-Конг. Ясно. В 1930-м патроны. Здесь Кинг-Конг Питера Джексона снимал. Мне нравится Кинг-Конг. Ну, один из самых интересных Кинг-Конгов это Кинг-Конг Питера Джексона, режиссера, который «Властелин колец» снимал. И еще мне понравился Кинг-Конг, вот этот «Остров черепа» называется. «Остров черепа», где, по-моему, там, где Кинг-Конг, вот этот вот мем есть, где Димон! Знаешь, вот это. Вот тот Кинг-Конг прикольный. Димон! Там где такие твари были, Кинг-Конг с ними дрался.
سمعت الدوشة. دوشة.
Капец, он выносит. Интересно. Ваня, ты там сейчас Кинг-Конга будешь смотреть?
fast. We installed the signal booster already.
عشان المخزن من المخازن اللي موجودة على سطح الشاشة.
سعيدة من الرب. Good. There's too much riding on this game. Last thing we need is a...
ايه يعني؟ مش شايف أي حاجة غريبة.
Завтра я скину видео о том эволюции динозавров. Ваня, я из Дискорда ушел, у меня нема в Дискорде.
كنت عارف انه ده كان مين استخبوا.
В каком Дискорде? Ты можешь в Симе скинуть. Имя. Ого, прыгает, интересно. Мейсон. Так это Ютубе. Ваня, потом построю, это же Ютубе файл. Вань, спасибо.
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's communications booster. If you can, disable it.
Эволюция динозавров с 920 по 2020?
Roger that.
متأكد؟
بقيت تخاف من الدم ولا ايه؟
Listen up, everyone. Chang's hacked into the Jin's radio signal. Checking the patch now. We should be hearing Sing in... Sent.
خليل الراجل اللي هيبقى علينا الحاجات جايه كمان شويه. روح قول لبقيه الناس ان انا هحصلكم وخليكم يعني منتظرين.
Patch is clean.
Solid copy. Good. I'll repatch us once the deal kicks off.
Наверное, лучше бы я его не убивал, наверное.
Jensen, we're inside the atrium, taking up positions on the terraces. What's your 20?
Still moving.
Well, hurry the fuck up. Enemy helos inbound and this sandstorm's getting close. You get that comms booster disabled?
Negative. Didn't find it.
Well, you better hope Singh's cover stays intact. Otherwise, you'll be answering to me.
Да, бывает. Вань, спасибо, что заходил. Спасибо за видос, потом посмотрим. Это хорошо, когда в сон тянет. Вот плохо, когда не тянет. Тогда уже плохо. Очень. А как именно к стенке приблизиться? А, на F. Блин, вот он. Вот так. Там у него дальше, там у него бронька еще есть. Вот так подходишь, и можно нажимать оп, F, и видно его полностью. Вот это прикольно. Можно стрелять.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Пока вроде нормально.
This is Jensen. Penthouse access route secure. Jin shouldn't be a problem. Over.
Copy that.
About fucking time. Enemy helo sighted. All right, strike force. Position and hold.
Strike 1, in position.
Strike 2, all set. Strike 3, yeah.
Strike 4 in position and holding, boss. Eyes up, safety's off, guys.
Yeah, no shit, brown nose.
Watch your fucking mouth, Halliday.
Both of you shut up. 5 in position.
Everybody stay sharp. Singh's got eyes on Shepard. Patching you in now.
Targets in the AO. Remember, Singh's down there, so watch your fire.
Это торговля оружием.
You got balls, Singh? Executing a buy with a sandstorm on our ass.
I cannot take credit for Mother Nature, mister.
You can call me Shepard.
How biblical. Are these the weapons?
Это биооружие. Да, биооружие.
The Ogs. They're getting harder to come by. Guns are still on the chopper. Show me the cash, quick, and we'll...
Oh, what the?
Опа. Это еще кто-то.
The Parvis been crashed. Shepard is dead.
What? By who? What's going on down there?
Miller, this isn't the Jinn. Repeat, it's not the Jinn.
They're after the weapons. Open fire! Fire!
Weapons free! Open up on...
Greedy. I'm making a grab for the chopper. You got a shot?
Negative. We're under heavy fire down here. We can't let that chopper take off, Jensen.
I got it.
Давай вали.
This is bad! They're closing in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Давай, сейчас тайфуны.
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
себя затащили.
This is bad! They're floating in! We're gonna lose Singh! Jensen, I can't reach him!
Jensen, this sandstorm might have just bought us some time, but you need to disable that chopper.
Copy that.
Who's hit? Jensen, strike team, sound off.
It's Singh! Repeat, Singh is dead! Oh, good fucking job, Jensen, you fucking bellend!
Miller, chopper's been grounded. Repeat.
Jensen!
You're welcome.
Shit.
Artificial eyes to prosthetic limbs.
From molecular-sized computers.
Human-controlled evolution available to all.
We will merge with machines, with computers.
When this is done, the Illuminati won't be able to control men and women like you. No, stop! And planned. Scenes of horror on the streets of Detroit.
What kind of madness has gripped mechanically augmented people?
Shanghai, Los Angeles, Ankara, Dubai.
People are dying out there. Millions of people.
The search for survivors in Pangaea has been downgraded to a recovery mission.
The Czech Republic leads a growing list of countries calling for the relocation of its augmented citizens.
It's a new world, Adam. It's afraid of people like us.
Bust into safe and secure segregation.
Seraphine Industries closely supports.
You didn't think it would end with the AUG incident, did you?
We were victims. This is retribution for a tragedy we could not control.
They control the news. They buried the truth with disinformation.
Possible detonations. Looks like car bombs.
Another terrorist attack, this time in a police station.
The United Nations Security Council has passed
A new anti-terrorist intelligence and response team will have global jurisdiction. 29.
Agent Jensen.
I won't let it happen again.
What have the events in Dubai cost us?
They knew the risks.
How many assets did we lose?
All of them. This sandstorm didn't help.
The mission was a success.
Clearly, your scale for success is a generous one. However, the erratic nature of the attack could work to our advantage. Interpol will be confused for weeks, and with our continued guidance, the people will come round eventually. We are all in this for the long game, after all.
That's never changed.
You think so? Do I need to remind you all how far we have veered off course? The Og incident has caused a schism in society. Things are worse than we projected, and growing more unstable every day. This will not be tolerated. To ensure the success of our vision, the disruptive elements must be excised.
No one here disagrees with you. But let me fly to New York and I will personally evaluate the situation. We may already have the votes we need to ensure that the Human Restoration Act passes.
Very well. Stanton, you accompany. We may need to exert financial as well as political pressure to silence anyone opposed. Proceed. Elizabeth, I'll contact you later.
It won't succeed, Lucius, even with Dowd's money. You know what Rand will find in New York? Weak, ineffectual men. And with Nathaniel Brown still an unknown factor.
Of course. That is why we're proceeding with our alternate strategy. You have claimed much in the past, Paige. This is your chance to deliver.
Everything is in place. We can initiate whenever you wish.
How secure are your communications, Bob? Jaina seems to have eyes everywhere these days. He and his Juggernaut Collective...
Janus won't be an issue. I've made arrangements. I laid the foundations. Now it is time to get everyone's attention. Paige, activate the sleep cell.
Konečná stanice Růžičkovo nádraží. Příjezd za 5 minut.
Miller, it's Jensen. Just getting off the train now.
Copy that. We'll debrief when you get in. You coming straight to the office?
Unless there's a problem at a checkpoint.
Your papers should be in order. Just keep your head down. Miller out.
Hot off.
Everything should be in order. No, I'm afraid they are not. What? The papers are no good. You just let my wife see. Yo, come here. Yes, you.
Oh, so sorry.
Very sorry.
Damn it.
Oh, cool. Damn Clank! Why don't you watch where you're going?
Here, let me help you with that, ma'am.
Ma'am? Seriously?
I could have gone with Sweetie. You get my message about Dubai?
Yeah. I'm glad you're all right, Adam. That ambush sounded pretty bad, man.
Not something I was expecting, that's for sure. Any idea who hit us?
Well, I'm sure your task force will come up with something. And that it won't be what the Juggernaut Collective digs up. Kinda odd, though, don't you think? Interpol sending your team, the Prague team, to Dubai in the first place?
Miller said they were scrambling. Last minute intel. We were the only strike team available.
Yeah, well, that's a lie. Better get moving. The Collective has been keeping tabs on all task force divisions ever since we slipped you into one of them. They've got a team in Oman. Could have been there a hell of a lot faster than you guys.
So why send us?
I don't know. If the task force is an Illuminati front, like we all suspect, it doesn't make much sense to send it into an ambush.
Unless they wanted our team to see something. Officially.
Augové, připravte si papíry. Připravte si papíry na inspekci.
Make a scene, Adam.
Wouldn't dream of it, Alex.
Nezastavuj se!
I swear it's gotten even worse here in the past few days. Everyone looking over their shoulder. Terrified Augs like us are going to attack them again.
Somebody probably will. Treat people like animals long enough, they'll start acting like animals.
You say that like there's nothing we could do to stop it.
I already tried 2 years ago. It didn't work out so well.
So what? What's your problem? Are you saying we should just give up? Let hatred and prejudice take over? To hell with that!
I'm saying I can only go after enemies I see, Alex. The men who caused all this, the true power brokers, they're the ones I need to stop. I thought you knew that.
I do. You, me, the Juggernaut Collective, we're all trying to stop them. Doesn't mean turning a blind eye to...
Then help me find them.
Get back in line,
Hold it! Hand over your papers. Just watch yourself, Clank.
I can't believe you're doing that!
You brought this on yourself.
Get your hands off of that!
Make this any harder than it has to be.
I hate this city. Come on. If you're right about Dubai, about the Illuminati needing your team as witnesses, then we need to find out why. Who gave you the order to mobilize?
Miller did. But it probably came from someone higher up the chain.
Doesn't mean he's not in on it. Ever heard of the NSN?
The neural subnet, sure. In TF-29, directors use it to plan ops and communicate privately in cyberspace. What's this?
Whisper chip. Custom-made wiretap device. Janus designed it to fit inside the NSN's motherboard.
Ah, the elusive Janus. Leader of the hacktivists. Am I ever gonna meet this guy?
Someday, maybe. Right now you need to concentrate on Miller and find a way to access the NSN's motherboard.
Alex, you okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's get out of here. Do you hear that? I'm gonna check it out.
Okay, be careful. We'll talk.
Stand back, let me help. Hold on. It's Adam.
Hey, you sound like shit. How you feeling?
A little sore, but I'll be alright. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I've been through worse. Jesus, how fucked up is that to think, huh?
Listen, Alex, my systems are acting up a little, so I've got to get checked out. But if you want to meet or...
What? No, I'm fine, man. You just take care of you. This girl's built tough. Give me a call when you're useful again, okay?
Alright, I will. Talk to you soon.
Прикольно. Очень долгое вступление, но они показывают, что Прага, Чехия, игра, Джейсон Экл, бывший начальник службы охраны с Human Revolution. Вот его, видимо, хобби. Компьютер собирает себе. Римка он. Let it go.
Incident? Try Og Travesty. Try Og Massacre. How about Og Armageddon? Because that's where we're headed, thanks to the horror of the Illuminati and their humanity front.
Газета. Лизакас. Прикольно, да? И это Прага, Чехия. Почему они выбрали место действия Прагу, я без понятия. Почему Джейсон Эклс уехал в Прагу жить? Не знаю почему. Нравилось, видно, Прага. Он же первый Human Revolution у нас происходит в Детройте. Детройт.
Open blinds.
Good morning, Adam. You have one new message.
From?
David Sarif.
Play it.
Adam, it's David. I know it's been a while, but after what happened in Prague yesterday... Look, son, whatever reasons you had for not getting in touch these last 2 years, life's too short. I'm leaving for London soon, but give me a call.
You saved his vidcall number?
Yes, Adam. Just activate your TV system.
Activate TV system. А, вот, смотри. Есть, смотри. Заутаться.
Attaches out in Seattle's Fortress of Solitude. But until then, I have to reiterate some things. You know, we haven't heard much about this Task Force 29 division lately. The one Interpol 28 after that quote-unquote horrifying breakdown of cooperation between the intelligence gathering organizations.
Smart Home.
Not like we were expecting, of course. I mean, it's not like they can come out and say, we've created a special intelligence force of natural born killers who can enter your country whenever it wants, bust into your house.
Давай посмотрим телек. О, Watch TV, давай посмотрим. А ну-ка.
There was a terrorist bomb
Ух ты, как прикольно.
But ARG had nothing to do with it. We are
A non-violent organization. Yes, you said that. That was 6 months ago. Earlier today, the Ruzicka train station fell victim to a bombing, the third to hit Prague in recent months. Is this really the face of a pacifist? Join the discussion online and let us know what you think. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. And now for a close look at events making headlines around the world. The impact of the AUG incident is still being felt, 2 years after the fact. The fear, the hatred, the violence. In the northwestern United States, a group of non-augmented citizens, armed with assault rifles, have begun patrolling the streets of Lewistown, Montana. They claim the US government is not doing enough to protect them from augmented crazies. In China, meanwhile, a group of protesters demanding freedom and basic human rights for all, regardless of augmented status, have been imprisoned by the Chinese government. In apparent retribution for that act, vigilante hackers tied to the Juggernaut Collective have crashed the Shenzhen Stock Exchange. Yes, folks, these are troubled times indeed. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Как выйти?
The center.
А, нельзя выйти?
Quality. Center. Restoring the past and building the future.
Ну вот можно сидеть телек смотреть. Давай позвоним этому дядьке. Тариф.
Adam! Thanks for calling me back, son.
Seraph.
I heard about the bombing in Prague. It's all over the news. Did anyone you know get hurt?
You know me. I tend to keep to myself. I'm surprised you even know I'm here.
Interpol called me when you applied for the job, part of their extensive background checks. I gave you a glowing recommendation.
Thanks. What do you want?
What do I want? Jeez, Adam! I know I did some questionable things in the past, but a lot's happened in the last 2 years. To both of us.
What?
That's true. For what it's worth, I'm glad you made it out of Panchea.
Thank you. It wasn't easy, as I'm sure you know. I was at death's door by the time the rescue crews pulled me out of the wreckage, and while the doctors were stitching me back together, my company fell apart. Wasn't anything I could do to stop it, not from a hospital bed.
I heard Tai Young Medical bought everything up.
They're the only biotech corporation that could, after the incident. Our patents, our tech, everything. Oh well, sometimes one dream has to die, so another can rise from its ashes.
Конечно, не все понятно, но я пытаюсь понимать. You talked to Richard lately. You heard anything from Megan? Your message said you were going to London. Casual trip. Right. Давай спросим это про Меган.
You heard anything from Megan?
After all we went through, I thought she'd stand by me. Still, you know, she always wanted to be at the cutting edge. She didn't see a future for herself in Detroit, so she went to VersaLife.
She moved to Hong Kong?
San Francisco. They've got an offshore research facility there named Rokaseca Beach. I'm sure you've seen it in the news.
California, huh? I wonder if she's told her mother.
You want my advice, son? Write her out of your life, because I'm damn sure she's written us out of hers.
Richard.
You talked to Pritchard lately?
Frank! Out of all of us, I think he's the one who's changed the least.
He'd probably tell you there wasn't anything about him that needed changing.
I'm sure he would. But when the world transformed itself the way ours has, people need to adapt or get left behind. Frank's freelance now, but he's still in computer security, still in Detroit. I don't know if he'll ever leave.
Move on.
Your message said you were going to London. Casual trip? Or is this tied to the new dream?
I'm meeting with the Santo Group, Nathaniel Brown and his investors.
Santo? They built the Udalek complex, the Og Ghetto, here in Prague. Why are you meeting with them?
Brown's got big plans. He wants to focus on real solutions, ideas that look to the future. You've heard of the Safe Harbor Initiative?
I've heard of Rabia, the walled city he and his company are building in the desert for Ogs.
Rabia's just a part of it. We're talking about self-sustaining, energy-efficient arcologies that can be replicated anywhere on Earth. Cities built by the augmented, for the augmented.
Where the dream of self-controlled human evolution lives on.
It may not seem like it right now, son, but one day, people will move on from the incident. And when that happens, we'll be ready for it. I'm glad we caught up, Adam. I've always tried to look out for you, you know. That bombing yesterday.
You didn't call to talk about the bombing. Just ask.
It's nothing, really. I just need a signature so I can finish filing the bankruptcy paperwork.
You need my signature?
Yeah, apparently there was some kind of bureaucratic mix-up caused by you being declared legally dead for a year. The apartment in Detroit was leased in your name, even though we paid for it.
Fine. Send me the paperwork.
Thanks, Adam. I appreciate it.
Рубашка золотая, бля.
Goodbye, Seraph.
Рубашка золотая. А, Серов его зовут. Может, телек посмотреть. Короче, Дженсен Эклс переехал в Чехию. А, она автоматом вырубается. Давай откроем боль.
I'll keep you safe.
We've created a special intelligence force of natural-born killers who can enter your country whenever it wants, bust into your house, and detain you for who knows how long if you happen to find a pack of cigarettes from the local 7-Eleven. But if you read what I'm reading these days, and by that I mean UN resolutions. One, which
As you wish.
not only do these guys have no restrictions as far as international boundaries go,
Exit.
they're charged with preventing attacks and enabling them.
Опа, Патрики. Вот это я понимаю. Нычка. Где его оружейная, кажется?
Miller, it's Jensen.
It's good to finally hear from you, Agent. You doing okay?
Sorry about the downtime. I'll get to the office as soon as I can, but my Augs took a hit during the attack. I need to get them looked at.
Of course. There's a lot of work ahead of us, Jensen. I'll see you when you get in.
Dr. Kohler, I need to pay you a visit.
Jensen! Now's actually a really good time for me, like right now!
Something wrong?
There are some guys in my bookshop. Pissed off the valley gangster-looking guys. So, unless you want bloodshed the day after a terror attack...
The front door isn't the most peaceful option. I got it.
Now this. No, they are saying he was part of that attack. A member of ARC.
Why don't you stand somebody else?
That's true. They could do the same to anyone who knows him.
Я могу типа спрыгнуть.
I said
Need
your
hot dogs
papers are
or
expired.
marshmallows or something.
But they just extended my contract.
No shiny orcs around here.
This is not my problem. Be happy I'm not sending you both to Golem City.
Think warm thoughts.
These papers are out of date.
I got them last week. The Santa's roof wishes you a
Excuse me.
Hey, Jensen, are you close? Things are getting, complicated over here. I could really use your help.
I'll be there when I can, Kohler.
What? The song. It's in my
Monument
head.
Station.
It makes me think of the old puppet shop.
Так и у этого еще доктор.
Remember they were when we were kids? That's it. Go back. I used to love going
Of course. Nice look. You trying to be like a nuclear snake or something?
Santo and augmented people just like you are creating a...
Keep back, jerk.
Of course it's easier. That's what attracted Palisade, right? Our corporate privacy.
Wonderful. I will charge.
Nothing to spare, right? No, of course not. No one has anything.
Hate this distance. Street is off limits, Oyobok. Private function. All businesses are temporarily closed.
Как мне сюда попасть?
You're trespassing, metal man.
И как не пройти, да?
Omlouváme se za komplikace.
Еще что такое?
Idiots. Everywhere.
That's very interesting.
Looking forward to the end of the day.
That's very interesting.
I cannot wait for these districts to be turned into cognos.
Any idea what today's take is?
Don't blow your cover.
Что надо сделать? Spices and double agents.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Pouze v případě nouze volejte 112.
Access denied.
Oddíl státní policie. Obracejte přímo.
Hope it doesn't start raining.
Maybe someone died wearing these uniforms. Don't forget about your permit authentication card. You would hate to be close to
I do not think that sounds right.
Что так просто?
Fucking group. I've got pride.
Státní policie má oprávnění během stavu nouze vykonat
Просто так не пройти.
spolupráci za všech okolností.
violation of our rights.
Я еще пока не понял.
Don't do anything suspicious.
Have a nice time.
This can't be happening to me.
What are the police?
Давай сюда.
Smells like police.
I hate watching the news. Wars,
It's hopeless.
famines,
Gosh.
murders, diseases.
What is this city coming?
They may call it the New World Order. But we all
What?
know
Today?
what's going on for a while. Yes. Goodbye.
Next. What is this city coming?
Access.
You don't have the right permissions.
There must be some mistake.
If so, I'm not the one making it.
The person who issued these papers told me.
Not my problem.
Unbelievable.
I heard that. This wasn't my fault, it was yours. I get blamed for everything.
People like this?
It's very strict. And the security is oppressed.
That's what I hear, but I've also heard of all the powerful clients.
Ah, clever.
So you will? I always get a little nervous when I go into the subway. I don't like the feeling of being trapped underground.
You worry about everything. I'm amazed you're willing to take any kind of train at all out of the bar.
Did you ever stop to think any station
Excuse me. Would you mind taking a photo?
Вроде не сильно большой город.
Listens to that garbage.
Who would even listen to that crap?
Papers?
Oh? Yes, here.
Those are the wrong ones. They don't
You
clear.
got to hand it to
Yes.
Nathaniel Brown. Even though his company is ProA, Santo has managed to keep it excellent.
Не, вот сюда.
Fine. It's 9JT.
I'm sorry.
А, тут наш друг, это доктор, да?
9JT 6456. Got that this time?
It's not showing up in the system, but we have been having technical problems lately. If you could give it a thing too.
О. Смотри-ка. Ни хрена
Alex,
себе.
this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant?
You're heading into TF-29 already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
Это нычка.
Adam Jensen.
Proxy available. Могу это апгрейд сделать себе. Такое. Как красное не работает. У него аугменты слетели.
Meantime, let's keep digging. See what we can find.
Вот и целая штаб-квартира стоит. Вот только пару аугментов работает в данный момент. Зрение и то ненадолго.
No, I've got nothing else on
без звука. Это подпольная какая-то организация.
Adam, you're here. You made it in. It's good to see you're okay.
Hey, Aria, yeah. It was a close call. I got lucky. A lot of people didn't.
I was here working when the first reports came in. It was chaos. Phones ringing off the hook, people yelling, scrambling to find out what was going on. Then when Miller told me you were there,
I'm alright.
Good. You looking for him? Because he's tied up right now and meeting with Leon, I think.
Really? He's using the NSN right now?
Yeah, I just saw him. Oh, hey, that reminds me, here's yours.
What's this?
The card for the shooting range. Chang changed all the codes this morning, said something about only giving access to people he's vetted personally. The bombing really freaked him out. Third one in 6 months, can you believe it? I'm really glad you're okay.
Thanks, Aria. I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Yeah, I better get back downstairs. It's gonna be a busy day. Come by later if you want to talk.
Copy that.
Jensen, we need to talk.
Peter Chen.
My God, Jensen, I heard about the explosion. We should relocate. I was thinking we could corner Director Miller together. Tell him it's not safe enough here.
We're fine, Chang.
The police station, the train station, we're next. I can feel it. I can more than feel it. I can see it happening.
No one knows where we are. There's no reason to get paranoid.
That's where you're wrong. They're trying to pull the lid off of us, Jensen, or someone is. ProA Dovos just got hacked.
Our building's front company. Thought it was fake.
I wish it was fake. Miller's got me cleaning up IntelliCam footage from the attack to help figure out who these people are. Meanwhile, maybe they're trying to figure out who we are? Why else poke into an import company?
You think someone's figured out that the company's a front? Maybe they know what's really down here.
We have a lot of enemies. The people who bombed the train station. You don't think they'd love to know where we are? You need to help me figure out who's looking into us and make them stop.
Да, давай, окей. I'm going to need more information about Snoop.
I'm gonna need more information about this Snoop of yours.
I don't know for sure that our cover's been blown, but if it has, we need to know before our enemies have a chance to do something about it.
You got an MO on this hacker?
At first I thought it might be the Collective.
But you're not convinced?
Not Janus's style to leave crumbs this big. But whoever it is, they risk exposing us. If the Collective ever found out where we operate... My God, Jensen.
Maybe Janus knows already.
Hey, don't say shit like that. I get nervous enough as it is.
Praga Davos?
What can you tell me about our front company?
ProA Dovos was designed to be forgettable. The kind of place you walk by 100 times and still can't remember.
It obviously caught someone's attention. What happens if we're compromised?
My guess, we dismantle and disappear. Agents go into hiding, Director burrows into some hole, poof, no Christmas party.
You really think there's a risk here? Maybe someone's just poking around the fake website of a fake company.
If someone points a gun at me, I assume it's loaded. If someone hacks into the website of the company that serves as our cover, I assume they're doing it for a bad reason.
Such as?
Everything depends on who they are and what they know. But we're in the business of dealing with terrorists. If those terrorists find out where we are...
TF-29 likes its privacy.
Sure. More importantly, Chang likes being in one piece. Unlike you, I don't just brush off explosions. I need you to find out as much as you can about our Snoop. Make sure we're not in danger.
Давай, ладно. Не знаю, брать, не брать.
I have other priorities.
Sure, I understand. Let me know if you change your mind.
Пока не беру. Пока не беру, потому что есть main quest.
It isn't safe.
Last night, the collective published the tax returns. We were just dealing with it.
Пока только разбираемся.
Citizens still believe it's been told from
Ну есть. А где мне тут карточку? Издеваешься?
Did you go to Singh's memorial? No, I never met the guy.
He was still one of us, and he died for a future we all believe in. Think one of them would hop off those lists.
I feel terrible for his wife.
Как им туда зайти, товарищ? Через вентиляцию зашел. О-о. Так, то есть нам надо вот так.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Ёпть. Блин, куча этих. Security рейтинг 2. Если бы я еще понял.
Analyst White, please see Security Chief Collins. White, Security Chief Collins, thank you.
Ну и как туда попасть? Импорт. Блин, ну вот это, блин, задача. Без понятия.
think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
The global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Is freedom of the press a threat to our freedom?
These guys might as well be
Shoot into my skull.
Listening to this police chatter?
These journalists is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through.
Maybe the connection is that there is no connection.
Jensen, we need to talk. It isn't safe.
Jim Miller.
I guess the transit authority isn't in as much of a hurry as you are.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies.
I hate this. I really hate this.
Back to New York, and a more in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507.
Мне интересно было Миллера искать.
Who am I?
Run DNA checks through all the alphabet
Who the
agencies.
fuck are you?
They don't care about jurisdictional traffic.
Hey, Agent Jensen. Nice work in Dubai. But still, you know what I want to know is who those ogged up guys in the mask were. I'll be compiling all the case files, and as soon as I know anything, it'll be up on the board.
Jensen, we need to talk.
Janus relies on public perception.
Agent Doyen, report to Agent Green. Fully urgent to the dialogue on both sides.
Я пока не знаю, что делать, реально. А, директор Миллер. Мне не хватает что-то.
These are the greatest concerns. Deborah Connolly, you have an outside call cleared and waiting.
Caterpillar Noyan to Agent Decree's office. Agent Noyan, report to Agent Decree. Fully urgent. Urgent. Caterpillar Noyan to Agent Decree's office. Agent Noyan, report to Agent Decree. Fully urgent.
Пока я что-то не понимаю, что она делает реально. Вот Deus Ex, он прикольный. Реально прикольный он. Он бывает такие моменты запутанные, но ни хрена не понимаю. Что делать?
Is there something I can help you with, Agent?
I hear you're on point looking into the gold mask mercs that hit us in Dubai. Any leads yet?
Christ, I know I'm good, Jensen, but I've only been on it for 5 minutes.
A lot can happen in 5 minutes, McCready. You check with the ME yet? Get anything off the bodies we recovered?
Leftovers are on ice at the Oman substation. I've been told they were scrubbed clean as summer whites. No prints, no dental, no nothing.
So in other words, it's no steps forward and 2 steps back.
And it's a fact made especially fucking infuriating because we lost a good agent in the process. It was our job to keep Singh safe, and we failed. I think we both deserve to take that on the chin.
No arguments here.
Oh, good. Glad we agree on one thing, at least. Now, don't we both have investigations to get back to?
Yeah, I'll see you around, McCready.
Голос прокуренный у него. Карточку дашь мне?
Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours and preventing life-saving medical transports from getting through. In Chile, they committed fraud when they rigged the electricity.
Ты пистолетом.
You think one of them would pop up on some
Надо срочно вернуться к тому врачу, а я там не могу пройти, потому что давление охраняют в той части города. А тут я тоже что-то пройти не могу. Потому что тоже хватает. А дополнительные квесты что-то брать не очень хочется. А это все дополнительные квесты.
Things got pretty hairy.
Смотри.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Бля. Здорово.
Somewhere in this city, there's a mob-owned casino and a sewer. I've heard everything.
Надо взломать.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Dubai are. Still have no idea who it is.
Now we're looking into
Designed to get maximum
right.
spread.
Какому-то security. Карточку.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Хрена себе там, блин.
Hey, Adam.
Ага, хрен, security 5.
Hey, Adam.
Adam, how's it going? Any trouble with the plant?
Patience, Alex. Trying to find the best way to access the motherboard without blowing my cover.
Sorry, man. Message received.
Не могу я там пробраться, я не знаю, как двери открыть. Херня получается. Получается херня. И мне сюда нужно, и я не могу дальше. Deus Ex, кстати, Human Revolution, ну, предыдущая часть, он более легкий в плане миссий, то есть там катсцена миссия, а тут они сделали более как открытый мир, но они типа там вот это вот Прагу сделали, в Праге все. Вот такое вот.
Hold it, Clank. Let me see your permit, and be quick about it.
I'm sure you'll find everything in order, officer.
What's the matter, eh? I'm holding you up from some important, this is a BH-847.
Is that what it is? Sounds impressive.
Are you going to be a problem? Eyes to yourself.
You
are cleared through this checkpoint. Go about your business.
Что надо? Стебалась.
Kde jsou pasy? Měli bychom si je připravit.
Another dance line.
По идее, мне надо к этому врачу зайти в гости. Чтобы он мне настроил эту технику. Как к нему попасть? Как-то прикольно все выглядит. Надо пробовать. Там, где мы так
Are you telling me you don't think they should all be moved there?
Главная заданка.
Think they'll catch this dog, Mama?
You are going to die.
Мне интересно, как к этому доктору попасть.
Are they serious? Make the best of it, he says.
Не понял юмора. В смысле? Я ничего не понял.
I don't want any trouble.
Я ж только что отсюда вышел. Ничего не понимаю. камеры, там кто-то заключенный. Ну, типа, это полицейский участок какой-то. Похоже на полицию. То есть современную полицию.
Did you hear about some kind of break-in at a biotech facility in Russia? I'm on
Yeah,
it. Still unconfirmed.
There was another attempt to breach our firewall last night.
Run DNA checks through all the alphabet.
This was a Spectre.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's it.
Listen up, team. What's our status? Where was that chopper headed?
I have 3 airfields in Qatar that are promising, but they're privately owned, and nobody can get close enough.
Это Global антитерроризм дивизион. Антитеррористический дивизион.
Hey, Adam.
Run DNA checks through all the alphabet.
Is that fucked up?
Shaughnessy has been hit!
Evac team estimating ETA 60 seconds.
Impossible. The LZ's totally overrun. There was another attempt to breach our firewall last night. Jakarta's no picnic right now, I'll tell you that.
So run DNA checks through all the alphabet.
О, NSA карта, по-моему. Сервер админ.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Ах ты ж, блин. Я хакнул хакер этих. Хакнул айтишников. Джим Миллер. Блин, грёбаный Джим Миллер, где ты карту взял? Ага, хрен. Директор Миллер. Как я думаю. Эй-ей-ей-ей. Вроде бы интересно и, блин, и трезде сложно в том, что непонятно. Не куда идти, что делать. Непонятно. я типа уехал, но я как-то приехал назад туда же, в ту же область. Как-то тоже непонятно.
That's quite a look.
Еще раз иду в метро.
People like me.
Look at this! Clank.
Got what you're looking for.
Я здесь. Мне надо вот сюда.
Here we go.
That way. No.
Коллер. Как мне сюда? Или сюда? А это что? По-моему, это федеральное вот это вот бюро. Мне надо вот сюда.
That way. Thank you. Just around the corner. Okay, fine. Thank you. You're welcome.
He had his papers and everything, but the police still pulled him up. I don't like being this close to Prakash. I'm afraid of what might happen to you.
Miał sensu zjechać.
Так, это, блин. Там сюда.
Tak tohle byla velká chyba. Jet ve voze, kam augové nesměj? To by vás mohlo přijít draho. Ukažte mi doklady.
Wrong train car. Right. They're all going to the same place, aren't they?
Na stejný místo? No jasně, že jedou na stejný místo. Je to stejný vlak, vy idioté. Tady. Údaje souhlasej, ale už to příště nedělejte.
Так, вот сюда мне.
A goddamn.
Монумент. Блин, да что ж такое-то, ёб твою дивизию. Да. Монумент стейшн. Вы издеваетесь? Серьезно.
It makes me scared to leave my home.
Zařaď se do fronty pro plekáče. Dělej.
Have a nice time.
Nice time for a walk.
Вот, мне к нему надо, вот к этому, вот, Колеру. Я правильно пришел. Все правильно пришел. Реализация там есть.
Am I hearing you right?
Terrorist. That's bad. I'm not saying.
What the?
Nemáte.
Even Leon.
Так, вот здесь лестница. Ага, там челик не пускает.
Away from this distance to be permanent converse.
Да, ну тут... ну ладно, а куда дальше прыгать? Окно надо идти. Блин, такими этими матюками.
Ty plechovky s náma vyjeme. Možná tady něco má.
You go first.
Beru na mě.
Это как не вариант, мне надо выйти. Бляха. Вот я помню, что я этот Deus Ex играл, и потом мне это достало, короче, вот это постоянно, как хрень, блин, непонятка эти. Ну вот, вот они классно сделали игру, реально классно. Из-за того, что непонятно куда идти постоянно. Запутано, очень запутано. Приходится страдать херней. А вот тут есть канализация. Дай попробуй через канализацию. Вообще все годно сделано, все очень классно. Фанатам такого киберпанка. Полюбас должно быть интересно. Да.
Všichni augové si připravějí doklady.
License, permit, voucher, document of authority, temporary pass, travel coupon, and/or certificate of authenticity.
Good old days, we'd just ask for ID.
Good old days are gone. Haven't seen one of these before. Orange level. You are some kind of badass?
Just someone with a job to do.
And the tools to do it, obviously. Go on through.
Документы.
Hlášení o pohřešovaných osobách. Po útoku na rodičově.
О. Так, надеюсь, у меня получится через канализацию.
What do you mean he's being manipulated?
I don't know exactly, but someone saw him. Have you seen my Pavel? I don't know exactly, but someone saw him.
Вот это да, смотри. Целая сеть может через эту канализацию ходить по всему городу.
In the sewers, at the Murphy.
They say there is a resurgence. Pavel even
На вот сюда. Ее дивизию, 5-й уровень, блин. Дальше. Что делать, блин, серьезно? Не, ну нормальная хрень. Все? Поехали. Короче, оно как бы интересно и в это же время, блин, хрена. Я не вижу другого способа, как выйти. Нам нужно. Можно было бы. А тут.
No.
Не знаю, кода этого.
I can still hear it.
Please, don't tell anyone. Viznik's not supposed to be here.
Shh. But I am here.
I'll take your word for it.
I was part of it. The hive mind. Inside the gate, I questioned what holds us together. Where? Why? Now this. Exiled from exile. I have been disconnected.
Disconnected? Disconnected from what? I don't understand what you're saying.
If there is a lack of understanding between my brains, may not always misfire like these. He did this to me. It's what it does. But I can't force you, because I'm not like him.
Not like who? Who forced you?
Together, they succumbanize to him. Him, the opportunist, the savior, the rat. When I resisted, I saw. It made him fear me.
Who are you talking about? Who are the people inside the gate?
They are the outcasts, the illegals, the weak and the frightened. We found solace in him, something worth defending. But it was not a choice.
If it wasn't a choice, then what was it?
The Pied Piper was a rat. His instrument was invasive. The others cannot hear it, but I can. The signal. I was too close and now I'm too far. But you will see through him.
Let me see if I got this straight. The Pied Piper led you down here, and the Pied Piper is a rat.
Exactly. I'm glad we understand each other. Okay. Just remember, you'll only be able to confront him if he knows that you know that he knows. So, obviously, you'll need the name. The name. I'm not supposed to give it away, but I must. I must. And then you must. Yes?
You're asking me to go beyond that gate, to confront someone who's harmed you, who may be harming others. I'm willing to do that, but I need to know more about what's happening.
He casts them close. He brings them away. You must find out how to uncotangle him from the others, to resist the mentality. They need to be eased out. Figure out what holds them all together, because it's not his personality. When you finally see Richard for who he really is, you realize it cannot possibly be that.
Richard, huh? All right. Let's go see what I've agreed to.
Pied Piper is a rat. A rat! Visnik could use some help.
Stranger, he should not be.
Outside, he's not one of us.
Do not look at him.
He will harm us.
He cannot harm us. He will behave himself.
He will be made to behave. Richard will know what to do.
He will listen to Richard.
Richard, protect us, Richard.
Richard.
Come closer. Let me see you. There's nothing to be scared of. Everyone's worst impulses get checked at the door, yours included. I hope you understand the need for it. We preach pacifism here. Alternatives to terror. Don't want animals dragging in the mud.
Who are you? What is all this?
This is what the new freedom looks like. A collaborative elaboration of the imaginative experience.
An experiment of some kind.
We're beyond experiments. We're establishing truths, new models of belonging and community, ones in which people can actually live.
Your own little utopia. There's a man outside who... He asked me to come. He said you... The man outside.
I know what it's like outside. Trapped between acts of humiliation and acts of terror. Between resolutions and registry codes. The canned laughter. The scripted dreams. It's no longer a place for people.
I came because I thought something was... It's wrong. I had reason to believe something's wrong.
Everything is wrong. That's why we're here. Bracketing out the terrors. Only in this one tiny corner of the world. Allow me to suggest something. A version of you. A version that strips away all suspicions, free of the sinister cells we cling to along the way. Here, you can be free of the injustices, the suffering, your own animal impulses. Finally, you can be human.
Visnik said I had to see through you, your attempts at manipulation, to see you for what you...
Some part of you abhors violence. Some part of everyone does. See, I know you better than you know yourself. I know you don't want to hurt anyone.
I may not know exactly what's going on here, but I do know that an honest man wouldn't need to hide behind a screen.
I know what you're thinking. You can't wait to be the best version of yourself.
I don't know for a fact that you're doing anything wrong.
That's because I'm not. Unless you count saving these people. We live in a world of brutality, repression, exile. The Restoration Act is the single greatest human rights violation of all time. These people deserve better than that.
Most men who claim to be saviors,
You have a skeptical personality. It's understandable. You're a product of your time. No one's forcing you to stay.
You want me to leave? Like Viznik?
I want you to understand. The people who choose to be here, they are good people. And with my help, they have done something miraculous. They have found a better version of themselves, of society. Promise me you won't jeopardize that.
I think you're the one who's harming these people.
As you can see, I'm not harming anyone. I know you believe.
I didn't come here to jeopardize these people.
That's good enough. That's all I need to hear. Pavel, look at me, Pavel. Don't be scared. I need you to know that you're not alone.
What?
Welcome to the next stage of our journey. Brace yourselves, close your inner eyes. We are moving beyond our baser impulses, beyond violence, beyond fear, beyond question.
привлекать. Deus Ex it's nice game, but how it play. Хорошая игра, но тяжело. Мне очень трудно понять, что делать, куда идти. Кстати, как я уже говорил, Human Revolution, предыдущая, она намного легче. Намного легче. Не знаю, зачем они такое сделали непонятное. Все, народ, сорян, до встречи, всем хорошего. Доброй ночи. Сейчас еще постараюсь ходячих ненадолго заставить.